WILDR folks, Alicia here. I am making all of the breakfast that we are going to eat on the Yukon River today, and I am also going to be doing my rowing intervals because they need to get done, and I thought it would be fun if you came along with me for the journey. I just had a conversation with a client this morning, and she talked about how hard it was to fit workouts into her day, and I totally agree. Some days you just feel like you're getting run over by all the things you have to do, and we talked about breaking workouts up into smaller pieces and just getting them done as you can. And so that's what we're going to be practicing today. I have 10 breakfasts to make. I'm going to be using all of these ingredients, pre-packaging them into bags that we are going to have in other bags for each day on the river. And then we are going to use our jet boils on the day of, along with a plastic container, which I will show you, to let these breakfasts cook while we're paddling, and then we are going to eat them while we are paddling. So the work that I put in now is going to be really important so that we are properly nourished when we're out on the river. But the other thing I'm going to do to make sure that we're properly nourished is I've got recipes figured out. So I know that for each breakfast, I want a specific amount of carbohydrate, protein, and fat in that breakfast. So we have pre-calculated those numbers, made some recipes so that we also get some variety out of the deal, and we are going to follow those to make oatmeal today. A big hack that I love to do for backcountry oatmeal is to do a quick oat. I know it's not ideal. We would be getting more fiber if we had a slower cooking oat, but this is a very specific race situation where we need to make breakfast efficiently and we need to get lots of calories in. So we could actually combine that with a protein powder, and that gets you a very good protein and carbohydrate base to then add different flavors to for each breakfast. And I'm going to be including the recipes below. I think I might also film some because that would be kind of fun. Anyways, while we are doing this, we are also going to be getting our intervals done. I have 10 sets of 100 strokes per side to get done, just to nail down that marathon canoe technique, paddle technique, because it is much different than even what I expected. All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. So for this first recipe, let's start with the base. We are starting off with 1 full cup of oats. And I'm doing all of this by weight, you guys. So we're going for 90 grams. Perfect. And then we're gonna add in our protein powder. For my first recipe, we are going with vanilla protein. And we're doing 2 scoops of that because this is getting split between the two of us. Good, that reads 120 total and almost 150 total. So that is our protein and our oats. That's our base. Now we get to add in the extras. Recipe number 1 gives us 15 grams each of coconut. The second ingredient on this one is our chocolate chips. And our third ingredient is cranberries. And that is going to be breakfast number 1 for the trail, for the river. Just 9 more to go, but let's do a set of intervals in between. We're going to be on the paddle erg, which I kind of love this unit. Kyle fixed it all up for me. 100 on my second side. The thing about the marathon canoe stroke is the only thing that's, you want to keep your power up in front of you. That's going to help you be more efficient as a paddler. And when this was in the boat, this front hand doesn't move very much. This is moving a little more than apparently it should be. Hard to replicate the water, but this erg is pretty good. So the crazy thing is when we're actually on the water, you switch sides 2 or 3 times a minute, unless on the big lake there's a huge wind, then we might be doing a lot of strokes on the same side. So that's what I'm trying to replicate with this workout, is 100 strokes on one side, getting that quick action. I'm actually going faster than we would be now on a boat. And that's kind of cool too, because when we started, I couldn't go fast and still have the right movements happening. So I have gotten better with training. Who would have thought? All right, let's go make another bag of oatmeal in our rest. Okay, second one done. Let's go do another set of intervals. So there you have it. We did 2,000 strokes on the rower and we made 10 different oatmeals. A lot of variety, but I think that's gonna be like a bright spot in the morning, something we can look forward to. And that's why I put all the effort into making these different. But they all have that same basic amount of protein, fat, and carbs. We really need to make sure that we are eating enough so that on day 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, we still have some go in us. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I would love to see your best oatmeal recipe below, and I hope you guys have a wilder week. We'll talk to you soon.